So I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm trying to set up the camera a little bit. Hello? Maybe that's too close. Hi. So I am procrastinating my project on painting because it is very painful to paint walls. It is so boring compared to painting canvas. Anyways, that's beside the point. As I am procrastinating from painting, I figured maybe I would try and film the shoe haul that some people asked for. So I don't know in editing how I'm gonna do it, but I'm thinking half of it is gonna be on YouTube and the other half is gonna be on Patreon. So if you watch this on YouTube and you wanna see me try on even more shoes, then head over to Patreon and you can see that there. I gotta show you how cute these two are. Look at these two cutie pies. Yeah, you're so cute. You're so cute. You're just chilling. Yeah, you're just chilling. The vet said she had never seen a cat be so comfortable around a puppy. Hi. You're such good friends. Yeah, you're such good boys. You're such good boys. Now Mommy's gonna go find some shoes to try on. Let's do this. Trying to find something to balance the camera on. It's not that easy. You're currently balancing some apple juice. And let me go see if I can find my shoes. Okay, so first up, we got these shoes that are the shoes that I bought recently in a different Tryon haul, and I love them. They're palladium and they're so comfy. Look at that. They're very comfy shoes. I'm very happy about them. I kind of want a new pair already, but let me walk these in a little bit more before I get another one. But I do love them very much. They're my current shoes, so they're in the hallway, and they've already been very worn. Okay, next. My next pair, I'm thinking, maybe I'll do the sandals on Patreon because it's so awkward to take my socks off. But these are not pretty, but I don't know if you guys can hear me. These shoes are not pretty, but I needed sandals. Vincent, no. I needed sandals to walk Vincent in. So I got some of these type of sandals that I can walk in without hurting my feet. So even though they're not very pretty, they are very functional and surprisingly comfy. I think they're also a men's sandal. But I don't care if they're men's shoes as long as they're comfy and does what they need to do. So these are my walking Vincent in the summer sandals. Next pair of shoes, hang on. I'm showing you all the shoes that I usually wear that are in my hallway right now. And these are my running shoes that are actually quite new, but they're still super dirty already. But these are the shoes that I like to run in. And I used to like walking in them too, but for some reason they're just not as comfortable as hiking shoes. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm moving away from sneakers and more into hiking boots. But yeah, these are the only pair of joggers that I would rebuy. I've had these before in the previous model. I like the previous model better, but yeah, I like these ones. They're good for running. Okay, next shoe. Okay, so next up, these are my prized possession. I'm gonna put my socks back on. Sorry that my socks are dirty, but I am currently doing a lot of painting and stuff, so anyways, wow, these are kind of dirty underneath. But these are like my prized possession in the sense that I've been wearing these all fall, all winter, well, not fall, all winter. And they've held up so well. They are Steve Madden, and they came with like this cute little purse to go around the ankle. but instead of wearing it on the ankle, I keep it on your lead, and I keep the doggy bags in there. The bags to pick up your poop, yeah. But yeah, these are my favorite pair of shoes, honestly. I love them so much. They're super comfy. I can walk in these for hours, and they hold up in snow and ice, and I've never fallen on them, and even rain. So yeah, these are my favorite shoes. Come on, Vincent. Hey, be a good boy. Be a good boy. And now that I started showing you my boots, we might as well get into other boot territory, because I got Doc Martens. They used to be my favorite before I got these. Vincent, hi Pluto. You okay? I said I was gonna move on to showing you my boots, but I realized I have 2 other pairs of Steve Madden that I might as well show you, because they're all my favorite shoes. These ones have the zipper in the back, which is very convenient, because I sometimes don't even zip them up. I just step into them. These used to be my favorite shoes before I got you, honey, because now walking around in these heels for hours is not maybe the most comfortable for my knees, but I really like these shoes. They're super pretty, and they are very comfortable for high heels. So these are a top tier shoe, and these ones are actually kind of too small, which is unfortunate, but they're still super pretty, and I keep them because sometimes I wear them even though they're too small. Well, I say they're too small. They might just be that I haven't worn them enough to make them a bit bigger. But look how cute they are. Look how cute. The downside to these ones compared to these is that these have better soles. These ones are all flat under, which is not very convenient. Vincent. Vincent. Okay, now I'm gonna show you the boots, but I gotta go check on Pluto first and make sure he's okay. So, oh, I'll be right back. I'm currently moving his litter box, and he doesn't like that. I'm moving it 5 centimeters per day. Like, I'm barely moving it to get it into the bathroom instead of the hallway, so Vincent can roam around in it, because he has a tendency to do that. So I need to place it somewhere I can put a lock on the door, well, like a cat lock, so he can get in. But Pluto, you snacky? Come on. I brought you snacky. Hang on. Got him a little treat. Gonna be a good boy while mommy tries on the rest of the shoes? Yeah? And then it's almost boots time, but these are my inside shoes. In case anybody wants to see them. These are my fluffy indoor shoes that have been worn quite a lot, but they're very useful, and sometimes my feetsies get cold or I stub my toe, and it's nice to have shoes inside. So these are inside shoes. Yeah. Moving on to the boots department. So these ones I don't wear, which is kind of unfortunate because I wanted them for a really long time when I was younger, and my mom said no. And then I grew up and I bought them for myself. But I don't know if they're just like a little bit too tall, and it makes me feel a bit awkward, or like their waist if I put like the shoes, no, the pants over them. So I don't know, and they're a little bit annoying to put on, but here are these, baby. You can't be in the way. You can't be in the way. So here are these. I think my mom thought they were like Nazi boots or something, but they're just Doc Martens. And I like dogs, and I like their soles. And most of my dogs are from before they sold the company to somebody else, or before like the new people who makes it now. Most of my dogs are like 15 years old. And I have a couple of new ones, but most of them are old. And I'm going to show you the oldest pair I have. My first dogs I got when I was like 11, and they're sandals, and I still have them, and they still look good. So, they've held up nicely. Now, next pair of shoes. These are also one of the favorites that I really wanted when I was younger. These are the newer ones. But they are so pretty and comfortable. Unfortunately, I haven't walked in them enough for them to be like comfy to walk around in like for hours, but I really want to because they're such nice shoes. And these are a little bit shorter. Like they're the good height in my opinion. And they are very comfy, but they're a bit heavy, obviously. So, Vincent, I'm trying to show off the shoes. You just want to show off your booty? I had to wash his butt today. You had to wash your butt. But what do you guys think? Which ones are your favorite? I still have more dogs. I'm not done. But tell me in the comments which ones are your favorite and least favorite, and why. Oh. Some of these shoes are very dirty. I'm gonna need to like clean my floor and my shoes after this. Probably should clean these before I put them on. I'm not even gonna put these on because I see they're so dirty, it's just gonna get all over the floor. But these are a different pair of dogs. They have like the metal in the toe. And I don't know why I wanted these so badly. They're very cool, but they're insanely heavy. Like they're so heavy, they're not very good to walk around in. But they are good for, Vincent, you're sitting in the way. They're very good for like workers, and if you're around like stuff that can fall on your toes, they have the metal, so that's very nice. And they are pretty, and they're like all white. They don't even have the yellow stitching. Did I say all white? I meant all black. So yeah, I like them. I'm not gonna put them on, they're too dirty, and I'm gonna have to go clean them. And these used to be my absolute favorite shoe during winter before I got the new ones, because they have like this nice on the inside fur or whatever. They are very worn. I have worn these quite a bit, and they still, in my opinion, look pretty good, and they're very comfy. That's the thing about Doc Martens, which is why I like buying them, is that they get comfier the more you wear them, and they never really get destroyed, in my opinion. These are probably the ones that are the closest to being like a little bit too worn. Besides the fact that I have actually one more pair downstairs. I'm gonna go find them too. Those are the ones that I've worn the most. The downstairs ones. Okay, let me go find them. I don't really realize how many dogs I have until I pull them out. Oh, I have another pair downstairs too, but I don't like those anymore. They're like the high heel dogs, and it just wasn't my thing. I don't like them. But I have them, and in case you want to see them, I'll put them up in a different video. But I'm gonna go get the other ones. 1 second. This video is so much longer than I expected. I felt like, oh yeah, I only have like 5 pairs of shoes. This should be fast, but apparently I have a lot. So these are the ones that are the most worn. You can see it on the back how I walk, that they have been worn to death. So I don't really wear that much anymore because I have so many other ones that are not this worn. But I am now gonna switch into high heels and sandals. I have at least 2 pairs of dog sandals, and a couple of pretty high heels that I'm gonna try on. But that's just gonna be for Patreon. So I'll see you over on Patreon. Okay, this is the Patreon content. I'm trying on sandals. Hopefully the camera angle is still decent. I'm gonna try on sandals, but also a couple of high heels, hopefully.